For the first time since 2008, baseball and softball are back in the Olympics this year. But in the major leagues, the number of African-American players has been steadily declining. In Cleveland, baseball is getting a boost in black communities, with programs teaching more than just hitting and pitching. Here's 3 News contributor Chris Webb.
I heard stories from my dad years ago. If you go up to what was Woodhill Park, you couldn't even get on those fields. Those fields were all filled up. Baseball was a game that kids in the community, they got together on their own and played. We can bring that back.
Nearly every year since 1981, the number of African-American players in the MLB has fallen. This trend ripples down to colleges and even baseball in black communities across America. Recently, I've been honored to speak with some leaders in Cleveland's urban baseball community to examine why and to see what they are doing to keep baseball alive in Cleveland's urban areas.
My name is Marcus Morrison, and I am the co-founder of Inner City Baseball Academy. If you're a kid from the inner city and you want to go hit somewhere, there's really nowhere to go. The fathers are not there like they used to be. The kids are just not familiar with the game. And the only way to provide success, in baseball is learning the game the proper way.
And that's what his academy does, teaching the skills that help young baseball players thrive. And as Zion Lewis learned, the skills taught through baseball are transferable to other areas of life as well.
Kinks happen, and you just need to work out those kinks. I went from being an average hitter to a good hitter off of just one session alone. Baseball is one of those things where your work effort and your training shows immensely. That equates best to the classroom. If you don't study for a test, you're not going to do well.
And these components of study, hard work, and active engagement are the lost elements that B-Buzz Baseball League's commissioner, Wendell Fields, tries to instill into his players as well.
Baseball is a thinking game. It looks boring. People go, it's a boring game. But if you wait to think, when you get the ball, it's too late.
But even with all of these benefits, the disparities that prevent young black men from participating in baseball still remain, as DJ Anderson explains.
In the inner city, you're not really going to see a bunch of guys that have that skill and that work ethic because they don't get the opportunities that the guys, Twinsburg, so and out that way are getting.
Second thing is money. Baseball costs money. That's what we're here for. We try to get kids that have never played before. We introduce them to the game. We want to provide at a low cost or no cost to where kids can come in, start getting the training, and succeed.
They're gaining so much more by being with us, and they don't even realize it. They're going to realize it several years from now, just like we did. We didn't realize we were getting all the structure and the patience and tolerance and teamwork, and that's like life. Everything in life is the same way.
Yeah, and earlier this week, Chris brought some of those people together for a panel discussion about diversity in baseball. Here's what they had to say about one of the biggest hurdles facing kids when they decide to play.
One thing I know, it costs money to play the game nowadays. Everything is running into a racket, I would call it. You have travel teams charging $3,000 for the summer, and you have training is $60 an hour, and that plays in when the kids hear that or the parents hear that, it throws them off.
Wow, $60 an hour. Well, we have this entire conversation posted now at WKYC.com.